Hey everyone, B here. So this video has been a long time coming. A lot of people over the last couple of years have asked me, what did you experience with the DBS? What happened? Well, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit more in detail about my DBS journey.
This is how the deep brain stimulation will work. 2 electrodes will be placed deep in Bianca's brain where faulty neurons cause the Tourettes. The probes are connected to a battery which will be put in Bianca's side. The electrodes basically reset the misbehaving brain cells, and if it all goes to plan, most of the tics should disappear.
Between September the 3rd, 2008 and to April 2017, I had 16 deep brain stimulation surgeries that lasted over a decade. So I had my very first deep brain stimulation operation on the 3rd of September 2008. Until 2 weeks later, I contracted a staph infection in the pacemaker site in my stomach. The reason why they couldn't kill the infection because the infection latched onto my pacemaker. So when you put antibiotics through your system, it kills in your body, but not on the metal device. And the thing I found that you cannot stay on intravenous drips for a long amount of time, and all my veins started to collapse. So then a long-term solution to get my infection away was to insert a PICC line into me, which is a portable drip that is put into your arm, into your main heart artery to put the intravenous antibiotics to you. I had a PICC line for about 3 months, but it meant a trip up to the hospital every day to have my antibiotics changed over. Early 2009, my doctors decided to remove all my DBS in my body because my infection would not clear up. And then I was put back on heavy duty antibiotics for another 3 months. At least I do things in threes. In April 2009, my DBS was replaced back into my body. And then the doctors decided to put 2 more probes in my brain, not for my Tourette's, but my OCD, which didn't really help much at all. And then my pacemaker on the left-hand side was once again removed due to another staph infection. Previously, the right-hand side was infected. Then they decided to replace it back in my left-hand side in my stomach. After that infection, then they decided to put 2 pacemakers up on my left and right-hand chest. A little thing that annoyed me was when I woke up in ICU and I found they put them on my chest. I just wish they asked me because, you know, having chest scars and people commenting saying, oh, there are hickeys on your chest. I'm like, I think you've got your bear goggles on, mate. Everything was going well, everything was back on track until 3 days later, DBS just stopped working. It just shows some crazy hurdles I faced during my deep brain stimulation. There was one where I was hitting my chest so hard that I buckled my titanium battery inside my chest and it stopped working. Even though I had DBS, my tics were still too bad and I kept breaking the wires that run up my neck and into my battery packs. And probably the most awful thing I went through was I had really awful migraines for about a year and I couldn't work out why. And Mum rang the doctor and said, oh, it's normal, everyone's going through it. Just to find out a year later that my probe was broken inside my brain and my brain was getting electrocuted every day 24/7 for a year. Because DBS is inside your brain, it controls your mood and a lot of other things. Having Tourette's isn't all that bad when I get to do something that I love, educating and making people understand about people with Tourette's. Then finally in April 2017, my doctor sat me down and said, DBS is no longer an option and they removed my devices permanently. So there you have it. I just want people to know out there that I'm not suffering. I have an amazing life. Yes, I have Tourette's. Yes, it gets hard, I struggle, but I seem to always get through it. Having Tourette's isn't all that bad when I get to do something that I love, educating and making people understand about people with Tourette's. I think this is the original pacemaker that I had in my stomach. That was the one that had got infected until they moved over to this side, got infected, and then they moved it up to here. And that's where I broke one in my chest. So there's my brain, my probes, my wires, and my tongue bar I couldn't get out of my tongue. All the people that have asked me about my DBS journey, I hope this has helped you today to have a little bit more insight into it and what could happen. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys on my next vid. Bye.